What's going on, guys? What's good? How you doing? Welcome to What It Do Tarot. Appreciate you for stopping by here with me today. I'm gonna do a collective reading for you. Okay, oh, the new appreciate you guys. Hope you like, hope you stay, hope you enjoy, hope you're having a good day or evening whenever you catch this. I'm gonna do a couple of these, and then I'll do 2 decks of tarot on top of it. All right. So this will just be a general collective read, all signs, no particular sign. Participation number 4. Looking for someone to participate in something. Someone's looking for your participation. And here, number 5, totality. So it really is about participating. Teamwork make the dream work type thing here. Okay. And understanding something, maybe by sharing something that you have or someone sharing, participating, makes something work. So the Lovers, it could be just that, like someone that you're so enthralled with, understanding more about this person takes 2 to tango, need participation. Lovers also indicates making a choice between 2. Okay, so maybe if you don't have that type of participation from someone, or they're not sharing, or something that you're understanding about someone. Okay. So here's the first deck. Let's see what cards come out. I see the color red really strong, and that's foundation. Okay. Your root chakra. That has to be centered before you can go up the ladder. Okay. The basis of it all. Understanding. And this card is blue. That's your throat chakra, your communications. So here at the bottom, I have the Knight of Wands, which is you just doing things your way, action. You're used to doing things your way. Maybe you're not used to being in a committed relationship or participating like that, or giving your thoughts or ideas or something like that. So the first card we have here is the King of Pentacles, depicted as a woman. So you could be tapping into your feminine side, or just learning how to be very resourceful or do other things with your money or something like that, beautifying something about some understanding something here. Like I said, participating more in a relationship takes 2 to tango, so maybe you're trying to tap in so you can learn how to participate or be more not reliable, but just understanding. So, however the case, but it's also your earth sign, your grounded card. Okay, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay. To the 4 of Swords in reverse, So the Four of Swords is resting, but in reverse, underneath sharing. Maybe it's saying that, while you were resting, you went into a space of kind of like hermit or understanding something, like you needed to rest and heal and understand more about self, your partner, just being like on an equal ground. Okay. And here with the Four of Cups in reverse with the Lovers, that talks about usually not being satisfied or bored or, just nothing is going right. So in the opposite, I'm imagining that, it either is going right, like you're fulfilled in a sense, like the time is here, the time is now, relationships or this relationship is good for you. Like you're not bored with this, you're wanting to give your participation. You're wanting to be all involved, like you understand what it takes now or something like that. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, like I said, you're not bored. You're ready. You're amped up. You're ready to wow, the Lovers. You're ready to see what this relationship has to offer or where it's gonna go. But you're definitely not interested in anything slow pace. You're just like, hey, let's do this, And with the Eight of Pentacles here falling underneath the Four of Cups, you worked on yourself, to understand this person more, or what, like I said, or what it really took to like be in a grounded, committed, loving relationship. So the Nine of Wands, that talks about determination. No matter, what happened, you were willing to get up and start again, okay? Because you didn't like the feeling of being left out by this person. So you realize that you was going to have to take some sort of leap or new approach. Okay. With the here Queen of Cups, you could be talking to a water sign. Or like I said, are you just tapping into this lighter side of yourself? Okay. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Two of Wands. Like I said, taking a lighter approach. A new path. Because you had already taken one path. So now you're like, you know what, let's try this again. A more revised approach. And the Emperor fell out. Like I said, you could have been, really like bossy or something like that. Like I said, the Hermit, you took time to go in and reflect and heal. Really look at the way that you were maybe acting or something like that. That Emperor card had, he was like the puppeteer, telling people, delegating, so on and so forth. And maybe, you kind of took that approach in your relationships also. So here with the Ten of Pentacles, it looks like uh, you want to get back with this person and go the long haul and make it work. You know what? I am going to go next this smaller deck of same deck. So appreciate you guys. Come back and rock it here with me anytime here on What It Do to see what it do. Appreciate you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please and thank you. And of course, only if you like. I appreciate it all. Second deck, last deck. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so, you know, like I said, you're out here big bossing it up, you know, and maybe got out of sync with your mate, you know, a little bossy, you know, or something like that. And wanted to take a different approach and, you know, kind of maybe even apologize, you know, because it took time for you to understand. You had to go in and really reflect, like, you know, maybe your mate started, you know, complaining or being distant or something like that. Or maybe you weren't getting their participation anymore. Like, why don't you, you know, what is going on? And they expressed and they told you, and you're like, okay, I need to go and work on myself, you know, because I'm being too bossy, bringing work home, or, you know, not treating you like my lover and treating you like, you know, this little puppet or something. Another. So here we go. So here with the Six of Wands, that talks about being successful, you know, even to where other people saw and noticed your newfound, you know, side or approach or something like that. So the Eight of Wands, like I said here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you're like, okay, once you realized and you started to reflect and whatnot, that's very interesting. Because here's the Chariot in reverse. So anyway, as you started to reflect, you wanted to just, you know, get out there and just live it up. But then something told you, I guess, to kind of, you know, slow down, you know, like don't move too fast or something like that. Like give it some time, you know, really, you know, reflect, you know. Don't just think it's gonna, you know, you're gonna heal or something like overnight. So here with the Nine of Pentacles, that talks about being like successful in your own space. Okay. Like I say, maybe you guys aren't married or something like that. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. Okay. Maybe you were, like I said, just so focused on your job, your money, or whatever. And you started to not neglect the person necessarily, but maybe you were acting real single, you know, and they couldn't understand, like, what's going on? I thought we were together. You're not treating me like that anymore. So you had the Five of Swords, which talks about a couple of things. So it's like they felt, you know, like, you know, like I said, like maybe they were in a relationship by themselves, you know, like hurt, you know, like, betrayed, or, you know, worried, you know, and you're just out here, you know, making sure everything is working well for you, you know, creating this empire of yours. Here with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like you really weren't juggling everything that as well as you thought you were. Okay. Here with the Ace of Wands. But you do have the power to change things at any given time, you know. You are the painter of your own canvas, okay? You definitely can make the changes that you needed to make, and you made them. So good for you. And if this, you know, is a situation where, you know, someone is in the process of, you know, making changes, trying to be a little bit more understanding, use their softer side to, you know, keep their mate not necessarily happy, but just, you know, like really even, you know, you're really trying to tap in with this person. You're participating more with that person. Um, Not just so busy and focused on work and, you know, the hardcore, you know, I got work, I'm busy, I don't have time, this is that. So, you know, in order to be in a loving relationship, you have to show love too. So, um, that's cool. That's what's up. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.